Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host Marcus. Another 5-minute review. In today's review, we're gonna be talking about the recently released on streaming feature film, The Black Demon. It's directed by Adrian Grunberg, and it stars Josh Lucas and Fernanda Oriola, Venus Ariel, and Carlos Solorzano. It's a largely Hispanic cast. This movie could have been so much better. It is a monster movie. It's about a shark, but the title has more than one meaning. It is a shark that is it's taken it upon itself to destroy an oil rig that is leaking oil in I guess like the Gulf of Mexico. It's off the coast of Baja, Mexico. So, anyways, Josh Lucas is a high-ranking inspector for the oil company that runs the oil rig. And he has to do an inspection of the oil rig. And so he takes his family on this, I guess, a vacation of sorts while he's on some business. And the town, that the oil rig is off of has become kind of a ghost town. Everybody that's been on the oil rig has disappeared. And so when Josh Lucas's character gets out there, he's met by two surviving members of the oil rig as the only ones left on the entire thing. And then his family ends up out there because they run away from some undesirable men who end up chasing them, and they pay a local guy with a boat to take them out to this rig. But right off the bat from the movie, we are shown that there is a man-eating shark, a very large shark, that's kind of not protecting. It's pretty much eating everybody that is associated with this oil rig. And so Josh Lucas's family ends up, Josh Lucas's wife in the film is Hispanic. He's got two, half Hispanic kids, and so she speaks Spanish. I don't know if the kids really speak Spanish. Josh Lucas does not speak any Spanish here in the film, but they all end up out on the oil rig together, and then the movie becomes about them trying to get off of this oil rig and kill this shark and trying to stay alive. The movie is not it. The shark here takes a back seat, and it's just a kind of it's kind of just there. We never really get a battle between the shark and the humans. We never get anything more than, hey, the shark is dangerous. We have to try to survive. The movie wants us to care more about the oil that is leaking out of this oil rig. And Josh Lucas, midway through the movie, unexplainably, has this huge exposition dump about how he's actually the villain. And he's been signing off on the inspector paperwork that's allowed this oil rig to continue to operate, even though it's been leaking oil for years. And his wife discovers this in the middle of the movie, and she kind of like, you're the monster here, not the shark. And so by the end of the movie, Josh Lucas makes sacrifices himself essentially to blow up the shark. Spoiler alert. But it's unneeded. There's a guy, one of the oil workers, who has said, "I will do it. You don't have to." And Josh Lucas is like, "No, I have to. Your people of the town have been suffering this oil rig long enough. I am the monster. I will kill myself to kill the shark so you all can get away." And I just left wondering, I'm like, you don't You don't have to. You have your wife and 2 kids here. Your kids actually they actually need you. And the guy has said, I will do this because I'm just nobody. I don't have a family. This and that. And so Josh Lucas ends up sacrificing himself. And it's kind of a, he has this this heartfelt like last speech to his family over a radio. But I'm just left wondering. I'm just like, and the film has a lot to say about how man is destroying the earth, and there's even a montage of how nature is being destroyed by oil companies and this and that. And it's very heavy-handed at times, and the acting's not great here. Even though Josh Lucas is a pretty formidable actor, he mails it in certain parts of this film, and I wasn't happy about it. But I've seen better. I'm not going to recommend it, even though it's not terribly long. It's an hour 40 minutes. It does have some pretty good tension in it, even though we rarely see the shark. Anyways. I'm not going to recommend it. You don't have to waste your time. I've seen better. Watch some better shark movies. Anyways, hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content here on the YouTube channel. And you can follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Here on YouTube, we're doing big things everywhere, all the things. At Movie Draft House is where you can find us. Make sure you're following the podcast on all your favorite streaming platforms, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, to name a few. The podcast releases every week on Thursday, so don't miss out, and we'll catch you next time.
The only way to stop it is to kill it.